The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the Morning Crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. Man, today is a packed show. So stay with us here. Brian and Kenzie on Q101 and give us that proof of life check-in, 312-591-8300 right now. First off, let's just mention 7 a.m. and 9 a.m.
Yes.
We give you that chance at GTFO to the Foo Fighters in San Diego.
Wow!
As long as California will still be there when you get there.
I'm so excited.
Kenzie thinks she is your plus one.
Absolutely. Well, it's part of the thing. If you look at the contest rules on the website.
It's like page 18 of the contest rules. Kenzie will be your plus one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that bad.
No, it's fair. Very fair. So that's at 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. 2 shots today. At that, plus you qualify, you get a $100 Visa gift card. Coming up, we'll also have the Pixies Modest Mouse tickets in Clash with Kenzie right around 7:10. Make sure you're here for that. 7:35.
Tell it to him. Tell it to him.
We have a huge
What's going on?
We have a huge Q101 announcement.
Aw, snap.
That we will lay out for you in very big detail. Very fun. We had a big meeting after the show yesterday, and it relates to that. So maybe you already heard some scuttlebutt on the social media.
You know, it's Brian's last day, but we really enjoyed having him.
I am not retiring. I will be doing this till I'm in the ground, and now with a 15-month-old daughter. They'll have to drag me out of here. No, I need one more week of pay. Take care of these.
You're like very Wolf of Wall Street. Like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. Or in another way, I am George Costanza in Seinfeld when he gets fired, but then keeps showing up to work. It's one of the best Seinfelds. Didn't I fire Costanza last week? What's he doing down there? I thought you were kidding.
Oh, come on.
Come on, you were joking, right?
I feel like that would happen to me because I don't check my going I feel like I would get let go, and it would be the most awkward. And I could just see Case in a panic when I show up, like, hello.
Oh, who's going to tell her? Who's going to tell her this?
I love working with Brian. He's one of my best friends, one of my favorite people on earth. There is a part of me, when the last contract Brian signed with Q101, they sent an all-staff email congratulating him on re-signing, but they put the length of the contract in the email, and Brian was so stressed out the next day. He goes, It's the kiss of death, man. They put that in there. Now they're going to look for anything they can do. You know, they're going to say I'm too tall, and that's why they had to get rid of me.
I got a lot of problems. The look on Kenzie's face
I don't
right now.
even understand because there was a link to your contracts.
Just the length of it. And Brian was like, it was a new level of paranoia that was reached.
Oh, my God.
I don't like celebrating any kind of anniversary, as it was clear with my birthday, and Kenzie, and especially in Case, and you guys both did so amazing last Thursday. Was celebrating my birthday. It was a great surprise and really fun and nice. But I feel like celebrating is a kiss of death. And I don't know why. Like, there's these radio hosts.
Harper has so much to look forward to.
I need some therapy. But, I mean, there's so many radio hosts out there that will do things like, hey, just signed a 3-year deal, and looking forward to all that. When I just think contracts are not worth the paper they're on. And it's like, I don't think you should ever celebrate. Just kind of lay that stuff under the radar. We show up here and we have a blast. Our listeners, the listeners, I don't think need to know that stuff. It's just business. You know, I don't. Well, sometimes we do ask the listeners what they make and what they do. But hey, the people that want to get in on that, it's fine. But I don't like to celebrate because I think it brings doom.
It's okay.
Kenzie, where do you want to go from here?
I just have so many things. Sorry, that was a lot. It was a lot to take on. Yeah. I would just love to see a therapist's reaction to that. I think that would be a lot. It'd be like, it would have been 3 minutes after you sat in their chair for the first time.
Yeah. So, what's going on? Talk to me about yourself. I don't like to celebrate because it brings doom. What does a therapist say in the first sentence on that?
Okay.
Why don't we start
They have like their birthday party hat on. They're like, okay.
Okay. Cancel the dancers. He doesn't want it. Good Lord.
So 7:30, big announcement. What else is coming up today, Brian?
Oh, so at 8:20, we're going to have WGN's Ben Bradley on again in a follow-up to what's going on in Dalton with the mayor, Tiffany, down there. Remember our favorite girl there? You didn't go to Vegas? There's more going on. It is fascinating how corrupt Illinois is. And, you think like it can't get worse and all the things. We've had governors go to jail. Of course, mayors here run like mob bosses. But this city of Dalton, man, they're taking it to a new level. She is. And it's also fascinating to me that people get reelected and how the whole political process works. We'll get into that with Ben Bradley. His investigation continued, and it's more shocking stuff that's going on there on the South Side.
I love that he's just had to become the Dalton mayor expert.
Yeah.
I don't think he saw this happening in his life.
Yeah. And also, the videos that Case will put up, the links to his stories when we get there in 8 o'clock hour, are almost like a Saturday Night Live bit.
It's unreal.
It doesn't seem real of the people just shutting doors in his face when he's trying to interview him.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
It's great. Something tells me he doesn't like celebrations either, because no one ever celebrates because he gets doors in his face.
That's
shut
right.
out.
We're the only people that celebrate Ben Bradley.
Oh, we love him.
We love it. We should throw him a party.
Yeah, we should.
I mean, Brian don't think he'll die after, but we should.
That's right.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And coming up here, a fact that makes your brain go at 6:30. And this one's going to involve maybe you trying to get with somebody you like, or maybe you see somebody you've never talked to them and you like them and you don't know how to approach it to show them, hey, I'm special. Well, this involves science in the way a man's brain reacts to a woman's voice. Okay?
What?
Yes, there's science to this. And so people out there trying to attract a man. This is the man's brain, according to a woman's voice, and how the process happens and what goes on there. I didn't know this. It's pretty mind-blowing, and it may help guide you when you're trying to seek out a man or a woman, for that matter. So,
Like, guide you on, like, what to whisper? Like, what do you mean?
kind of in that world.
Okay.
But I don't want to give too much away yet. 6:30 we'll have that on how a man's brain processes a woman's voice. And
I feel like a lot of them get mad.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
all right, time for a fact that makes your brain go. And we talked about how men process women's voices, and this could be helpful information. Maybe I don't even know how, but I think that it could be helpful if you're trying to get the attention of a man, that women could think about this when they're talking to him, and then
Manipulate them.
that's exactly what I was thinking, because that's what women do.
Perfect.
They do it very, very well.
This is my kind of break.
So here's the science of it. Men process other men's voices with the part of the brain that processes simple sounds like car engines, machinery, all that kind of stuff. When they hear another man's voice, that's all they hear. In the brain, all hears is like a car engine.
So when you hear other guys talk, you hear engines?
My brain's not telling me that, but that's how my brain is processing it. Like, oh, here's just another guy going, bah, 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 bah. Something like that. You know?
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. It's just like, here's another dude. Here's another dude saying some BS. I guess that's what my brain is saying when I'm talking to Case.
But you get like boners when you talk to Case. You're talking about bands and guitars and pedals.
Maybe my brain gets boners to cars. I don't know. And then it relays the boner down to me.
That tailpipe just looks so appealing.
Damn straight.
Okay.
Okay.
So what? Got it. What's the other part of this?
So the other part of it is that when a woman talks to a man, the brain processes her voice with the part of the brain that processes music. Completely different. So it's not like, okay, that's a car engine. Ugh, I don't like that. Or that's a jackhammer going. But a woman's voice all of a sudden turns into like Celine Dion, the Titanic theme in a man's head.
All women?
All women. It doesn't matter as long as it's a female voice.
So do you hear Celine Dion right now, or do you want to like kill yourself because I'm talking to you? Because I feel like you hate me.
When you talk, I hear Slayer. Rain and Blood. No, it doesn't matter apparently at all if it's as long as it's the tenor of a woman's voice. It goes to the song part of the brain as opposed to the machinery part of the brain like guys go to. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty fascinating. Where it might lead to a woman. Like, let's say you're a woman and you want to get a guy's attention and there's all these dudes around just making like, hey, man, how about the game last night? Yeah, that was pretty good. And you're like, hi, I'm Stephanie or whatever. You've got to really get in there and get your voice heard so the guy hears a song in his brain. So
No, men ignore a lot of women when they do that, though. Like, they're very excited to talk to other guys.
I know.
Not me.
Yeah, Case would rather talk to women than men,
No,
I think.
this makes sense. I famously very much like music, and I don't like cars. And growing up, all of my friends were women, and I have a very hard time bonding with men.
Huh. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact that makes your brain go boom.
Now, that might need more therapy.
Except Brian, because you're obsessed with Brian.
But that even, we had months of feeling each other out before we really became as tight as we are now.
Not
Up or out?
Not physically. Not physically. I just want to clear that up, Megan. Not doing anything with Case when I'm giving him a ride home.
Yeah, right. You're like, these rides aren't free, buddy.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And yesterday was a pretty special day. In fact, in an hour, we're going to talk on the air. A special Q101 announcement coming up. Big deal, big fun thing, good thing. And then also 20 minutes away, remember, 7 a.m., we are going to have your chance at Foo Fighters in San Diego, a trip for free. And you get a $100 Visa gift card for qualifying. So all that coming up here in the next hour, besides other tomfoolery. Now, yesterday, after the show, after this meeting, I don't even know how I start this thing, but Kenzie's due date is Monday for your baby?
That's my due date.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, I'm not being induced on Monday, so I could go past that.
Correct.
But that is my due date. So if I was going to serve the baby an eviction notice, that's when I would do it.
And that would be incredible if that's how it worked.
Yes.
You have to like, hey, baby.
Pack it up.
Come on out. We're breaking down this. I don't know, you know what, to get in there and get you out of there.
That's nice.
Well, yeah, you started it. You took me there.
Yeah, Kenzie, it was your fault.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You know, I just picture the police with that battering ram.
Yeah, it's a no-knock warrant. Oh, we got the wrong house again. Damn it.
You're sorry you came up with that analogy, right?
I just said that he should get out.
Just get out.
And we agree, and we're going to make sure he gets out.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like that either.
No, we're not going to be there. It's going to be fine. A hospital professional will be there and her husband.
Good. Thank you so much.
Our Q101 golden ticket winner will be there. They did win access to Kenzie's birth. It is in the contest rules.
Oh, God.
It said everything. Everything Q101 does. Kenzie's birth. So, I thought months back, and I'm starting there, months back before Christmas, that to plan something for Kenzie here. Now, she had an official baby shower, and then I said, we should do like a Q101 little shower here. We love her and wish her the best and want a little party surprise. Before Christmas, I was very stressed. I
would say before Thanksgiving.
I'm stressed all the time.
This might have started before Halloween.
Yeah.
Just
Good Lord.
to give the listeners an idea of how long Brian has been worrying over nothing.
Yeah, I wanted to wait till at least after her shower that she planned, which was the first week of December, if I remember right.
Yes.
And so I wanted to plan this thing out and have a big surprise here at Q101. This is a problem with someone that has OCD issues like myself and procrastination.
And commitment issues.
And commitment issues, except to my wife, my beautiful wife. Other than that, committing to an event, committing to doing something. I've left Case at the altar several times of concerts.
You are like Julia Roberts.
And I planned it before Christmas, and things just went haywire and stressed out about getting gifts
Which
for
means
Megan.
what? What went haywire?
I couldn't decide on the day to do it.
Okay.
I couldn't decide on how to do it. I didn't understand how to make a party. I've never made a party for anyone that involved cake.
And if that sounds odd, if you're listening to this and you're going, well, what does Brian mean by he doesn't understand how to make a party? Here was my role in all of this, is that about once a week, Brian would walk up to me and he would go, I really want to do a baby shower for Kenzie. I'd go, great idea, Brian. What do you want to do? He goes, well, I want to collect money from the sales staff and just have a baby shower.
Yeah, I just thought you could just go to Party City and say, where's the baby shower package? And I could just buy that with I don't care how much
And
it
pull a
costs.
string and everything sets up.
Add one drop of water and it disappears.
It's not a chia pet, Ryan. You actually have to nurture and care for this thing.
So all that procrastination and OCD took over for the holidays, and I said, okay, we'll do it after the holidays. We'll do it after that. Let's get through Christmas and New Year's. She probably doesn't need it before Christmas anyway because she's got a lot of things on her mind with the holidays and being pregnant. So we get afterward, and then the blizzard hits. all that stuff, the cold weather. I mean, we can't do it today.
No.
We can't do it today.
Everybody's
Next
in
day.
their coats.
Yeah. Who's going to take
So
off their
chilly out. We can't have a baby
It's
shower.
very icy. And then I kind of missed the window of when I wanted to do it, and I go, we can't do it. It's over. We can't. She's going to have the baby, and then she's going to hate us.
And then I watched Brian go, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I didn't do anything. We really should have come together. And I just kept on going, Brian, I'll do whatever you need to do, whatever I need to do. You just need to tell me what you want. And you can never get that far into the equation. You had a crumb of an idea. You never had anything more.
I'm an idea guy. Just throw them out there. I expect them to get done some other way.
You're like, hey, Case, produce it.
Yeah. Hey. I got this
Want to be
idea,
the executive producer of the baby shower?
I got this idea that we have Jesus on the show tomorrow. Can you make it happen?
Oh, my God.
So it's crunch time, and I go, I missed it. I was so mad at myself for days. I didn't sleep well. And then finally, we announced that we're having this meeting that we're going to talk about at 7:30. We had a meeting yesterday after the show with the entire staff. I go, this is it. Because Kenzie will stay late for the meeting. We'll surprise her after the meeting. Done. This happened on Monday, Kenzie, when I decided to finally
That's nice.
Well, I mean, the planning was 3 months in advance, but the real nail came Monday again.
Good.
Let's bring it back from the dead. I go into an office. There's a sales manager named Jeff Hill, our great Q101 sales manager, best in the city by far, and Stephanie, another woman that works here in our digital department. And I say to them, I want to do this. And they go, okay, what's your plan? Same thing happened with Kay. Said, I don't know. What do I
You're
need?
like, oh, my God, I hate this question.
And
It keeps coming up.
And
Why does everyone want to know?
But besides the money and a gift and all the streamers and balloons, it came down to the cake. It came down to the cake and how to get that.
We decided that Stephanie, again, who works here, she's a great woman in our office, that she would handle getting you a present, decorating, coordinating to make sure people were there, getting a card. All Brian had to do was go to Costco and pick up a cake. His grand idea of a baby shower for his coworker, we love Kenzie to death, all he could come up with was, I guess I will go to Costco and pick up a cake.
And honestly, I thought Stephanie was going to handle that too. I said, because she's a machine.
Oh, my God.
She's a party machine.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, everybody has that person in their office that when it's time to celebrate something, it's like the party planning committee in the office. That's Stephanie for us.
Yep.
She's great at it. Everybody has that one person. She can move heaven and earth to make somebody feel special for one day.
She does an incredible job. And then she said, well, you can go get the cake. And I was like, oh, okay. How do you get a cake?
You're like, I came up with the idea.
Thank you for understanding me, Kenzie. I'm an idea man.
The problem is, this is where I come into this scenario, is that Brian would do this and then ask me to handle it. So this is his worst nightmare, that he needs to do something for me.
Correct. I couldn't ask Kenzie. I didn't have anybody else to ask. I'm like, Case, when it came to the cake, that's when the real dilemma happened. As I'm in the office with Case, our sales manager, Jeff, and Stephanie, and I go, I really did say this out loud. I said, how do you buy a cake? A cake with a celebration on it. She goes, well, Costco has a lot of great cakes out there laid out in their bakery department. You go there, and then you got to get some icing on it that says something. I go, wait, well, how do you do that? I don't think I've ever done that in my life. Gotten a cake.
You bring your own. You bring the frosting, and then you decorate it at Costco.
Yeah, I'm very talented. Was it Cake? What's it, the reality show?
Oh, Cake
Like
Boss?
Cake
Cake
Boss?
Boss.
Cake Boss.
That's me. So I go to Costco specifically to get this cake. I found a delicious looking cake. And
No, you're leaving out a detail that I heard yesterday.
Oh, yes. When I asked Stephanie, she goes, get a yellow cake, vanilla cake, because most people like vanilla. And I said,
And you said,
how do you know it's vanilla?
and like, this is what, like, listen, there was work that had to be done. And like, Brian's walking around asking these questions. People had meetings and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was just like, this would have been a 5-second thing. And they said, well, you just look at it, and it says it on the label. It's a yellow cake on the inside. I go, yeah, but...
Yeah, you're like, if it's chocolate, it's probably not vanilla. So,
But then I said, how do I know the label's right?
Yeah, that's just a level of paranoia.
That's the paranoia and the OCD kicking in and all that.
All right, so what happens? You're at Costco, you have the cake.
Yes.
What happens? You need to get writing on it. We all agreed on a caption for the cake. The icing was going to say what?
Here comes the sun, and it's S-O-N because it's a boy.
very cute.
Brian did not think of it.
We Googled it, and that one came up as one of the favorite ones for a boy, one of the funniest ones, I thought. And here comes the sun. I thought, okay, I'll go get this writing on there. We'll have her make a sun on it with frosting. It'll be great. I get to Costco. Very hectic situation for the woman that's doing cakes out there. A lot of cakes being made, a lot of showers,
Big
birthdays.
line?
Big line. And I'm like, I got to get out of here. I need this cake. I got to go. Just put it on there. And I say, excuse me. And she goes, hands me a piece of paper. Write what you want on the cake. And I go, oh, okay. So I write in very big detail. Here comes the sun. The sun is S-O-N, not S-U-N. And I want a big yellow sun here. So blue lettering for the boy on that, yellow. I hand it to her, and she goes, only lettering, no symbols. I go, well, I don't think the joke's going to go well if it just says sun without a sun.
That's so subtle.
I said this to her. And I go, it needs the sun.
I love that Brian's been drawing the artwork he wanted on the cake. He's like, what kind of hell is this?
Kenzie, I sat there for about 10 minutes drawing the sun,
Drawing
and
the
here comes the sun.
He was like cross-hatching, like he wanted deep detail like it was a tattoo.
Shading, because if the sun comes in on the S the right way.
I wish I had the paper still, because it was a beautiful sun I drew next to the sun word, the here comes the sun, S-O-N. And she goes, no symbols. I can only do lettering. We have so many people here. I'm sorry. And I go, can I pay you to put the symbol on there, extra the sun? And she goes, I can't do it. And in my head, I really amped up to about 100 degrees very quickly. And I was like, in my head, I was choking this poor lady.
Oh my God.
Guess what? Brian wasn't hearing music then.
No music from that woman's voice. And she was a nice lady. She was great, but she was busy. And that's their protocol. And I never did it before, so I didn't know what was going on. And I go, fine, here comes the sun in blue lettering. Make sure it's S-O-N, all capitals. And she'll probably see the sun when she sees that, the sun and the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I could put it together. Thank you.
And then I got the cake, and it came out, and it didn't make sense to me without the sun. And so I went to Jewel then, after that, to go buy a sun, and they didn't have any suns. No one had suns.
What do you mean you went to buy a sun?
Like a fake sun, like a plastic sun thing that would go on a cake, let's say, like a... I thought they existed.
What? Okay.
So then I went to Jewel, CVS, Walgreens. I kept Target. I went everywhere trying to find a sun.
So you were walking around a grocery store asking if they had a plastic sun for a cake?
Yes. Just anything. I said, a sunflower, some kind of sun needs to be on here for the joke to make sense. No one in the city has a plastic sun.
Yeah, I would say sun-themed cakes aren't super popular.
The problem is that they would do it in frosting.
Yeah.
So, like they don't have like a huge supply of plastic cake to go. I'm sure you could have found one on Amazon. Did you do that?
No, there was not enough time because it was the day before.
So you talked about it for 4 months.
Yes. Kenzie, your timeline's correct.
Yes.
You could have ordered the plastic cake thing.
Well, what I just
even 2 days prior for Brian.
What I could have done is bought yellow frosting and made the sun myself, which I didn't realize till too late.
Also, Megan's really good at cake stuff.
No, Megan in the text I was giving was just laughing. She goes, "This is amazing. I can't believe this." And then, so she didn't want to help at that point, even though she loves you and would make you special treats all the time. But that's one she wanted me to handle personally.
She wanted to watch you suffer.
Watch me suffer. And that's how we came to get Kenzie's cake, which I guess I should post a picture of with no sun on it.
Yes, we will post it on Q101's Facebook in just a minute.
And by the way, the cake was delicious, by the way.
It was very good. And Brian asked me yesterday, he's pacing. He is pacing at this baby shower. It's like a lion at the zoo. He just looks so stressed out still. And then he goes, does the cake taste good, though? How does it taste? Does it taste good? And I go, and just to mess with him, I go, yeah, I love lemon. And he dropped something when I said that. He actually stopped and he dropped something. And I go, I'm just kidding. It's vanilla. But he froze as if that would have ended the world.
And that's how Kenzie got her baby shower and her cake. That's how it happened. And it was really, really nice, I hope. I hope it was nice.
Oh, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Without it sounding bougie.
Okay. Oh, no.
No, because I haven't opened the card yet. Is there a present in the card?
Oh, boy.
Brian?
Want to open it on the air next?
I can go get it.
Yeah, go get it.
It's in my backpack.
Okay, go open it. When we come back, so open up and see what's in there if there isn't
Because
something.
we had the work meeting, and then everyone was there, and we were thanking everybody.
Yes.
And then I had a meeting afterwards, and I just didn't open the card right away. I thought it was just like a handwritten card from you guys, but you keep talking about a present.
Okay, so you can get to Kenzie real quick, go to her backpack and shove some money in there.
Okay, I'll go back to my cubicle.
Okay, well, we're about 8 minutes away from Foo Fighters in San Diego and a couple minutes away from that revelation. Here's Gil Curtis.
This is not headline news. Today is Change Your Password Day, or as I like to call it, Change all the exclamation points to question marks Day. The fashion trend for 2024 is mob wife. So every married woman in New Jersey can be trendy with what they already own. Alice in Chains released a 30th anniversary LP edition of their album Jar of Flies with actual flies pressed into the vinyl. Not to be outdone, Maroon 5 is re-releasing all their albums with dog poop pressed into them. And in sports, new head coach Jim Harbaugh toured the Chargers facility. He wanted to meet some of LA's star players, but none of the Rams were there. This is not headline news.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.